besties, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we got a stack of thrillers here that I think you should add to your 2026 TBR. But first, I was able to get the e-arc for The Perfect Host by Heather Gudenkauf. So I read it before it came out. I enjoyed this one. Y'all know I like Heather Gudenkauf. I've read this is the third book I think of hers so far. The other ones I liked. When I saw the e-arc for this, I was like, sign me up, let me get it, because I wanted to read it. And I'm so glad I got it. And with this one, it follows a husband and wife. The husband is very, very well known in this town. They're like ranchers, very wealthy, well known as well. So obviously this gender reveal was very huge. They had Reba ready to sing. It was insane, I'm sure. And literally during the setup and preparation of her, she was getting ready. Her best friend was also helping her. There was some situations going on with some of the guests that, you know, are jealous of them and whatever, have some beef going on there. But it's a gender reveal, so obviously they're not going to be too heinous. With that, her and her husband are about to literally do the gender reveal for their child. Literally as they're about to, they did a, you know, reveal. And so literally she's nervous. He made her hold it. He goes behind her to help pull it, and boom, literal explosion happens. People got hurt. She got hurt. She was a sweet girl. She was a sweet, naive girl. Had a lot of issues going on that, you know, she didn't deserve, especially not this. Who did this? Why? She's trying to figure out why. Everybody else in this book has such animosity towards not only about her husband, but his brother. Everyone's a suspect. She is just trying to protect her and her baby. And everybody, her sister comes that she hasn't seen in years. And everybody's so fucking weird and so icky and has animosity towards each other. I was like, it's everybody. Everybody has a fucking problem. I'm not going to tell you who it was exactly, but I didn't really see it coming. I was like, huh? The fuck? But I still enjoyed this book. And I wasn't mad about the ending. I was just more shocked. I was like, all right, you know? So we move on. Next is The Clinic by Kate Quinn. I actually am going to read her new release that came out recently. It is The Bridesmaids, and I'm so excited for that one. It looks so good. This one was really good too. She's kind of thick, but this is really, really fucked and really weird. So it follows this girl. Her sister was unfortunately found dead at this rehab center that she went to, and so she goes to investigate and sees what the hell happened there. She goes undercover. She wants to figure out obviously what happened to her sister, because I think other situations like that occurred at this rehab. So she's like, okay, clearly something weird is happening here. And it's a retreat / rehab that really famous people and wealthy people go to. She's surrounded by, you know, influencers and stuff and nepo babies pretty much. Throughout this whole time, she's very wary. She also has her own issues she's battling, and maybe she should stay. Maybe she is also there for herself, and she's kind of freaking out about that and realizing oh shit, I need to get it together to figure out what the hell happened here. But you know, she's being put through all these things, these treatments and therapy and stuff like that. So she's not trying to give out too much information about herself, but you know, she's also got her own issues going on. You know what I mean? The premise of this was really interesting. I didn't see the ending coming. It was definitely different than what I've ever read before. I don't want to give too much about it. I don't want to spoil the ending, but just know it wasn't anything that you would probably expect from your average thriller, the storyline like that. So it was interesting to say the least, and I didn't see coming. Another one I really recommend is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I love Alice Feeney's books. Her endings are insane. Her endings are crazy. This one specifically, I was emo as fuck about it. Because how are you gonna put me through this whole story with this character? Just to tell me that at the end? Just to tell me that at the end. Anyways, it follows a girl. She's with her family. Of her grandma's birthday, they all go to her grandma's house. She lives on this like little weird spot that gets flooded with the tide easily, and so when the water comes, it's just her house, and they can use a boat to go in and out, you know, back and forth to the mainland. But you know, they're there for the weekend or whatever, and visiting, celebrating, all that. Her family members start dying one by one. Obviously, everybody's like, it's just us here. Who the fuck is it? Mind you, they do have a family friend that basically was raised with them. He came from like a really bad family that wasn't the best. And so their grandma took him in, raised him up. So he was very close with the family. And so they were kind of like, is it you? Is it you? And he's like, no. Why would it be me? Like, I literally was raised here with y'all. Be so for real. And so it was interesting because I even was like, you're all family. Unless you're all like really fucked up and like insane to be doing that. Like, what the hell is happening here? And as I said, by the time I got to the end, I was like, why the fuck would you do that to me? Yeah, it was sick. Let me say, it was sick. Another one I recommend is The Other Mistress by Shador Williams. This one was actually mentally fucked. It involves a woman who finds out she's not only being cheated on with one woman, like her man with one, but two women. She's like, what the hell? So she goes to confront the first one that she's aware of. She's like this baddie businesswoman, bad bitch. You know, she's like, wow, I really wish I was you. And so they kind of become friends. And there's like some POVs in there of somebody's past. And it's a very bad situation. It's clear signs that this girl, whose ever POV this is being abused. And yeah, it was a bit rough one, but it was such a good story. So with her and the mistress, they go find out, you know, she actually tells her that he's got a third girl on the side. She's like, what the hell? So they go see her. They go to the girl's house. He ends up being there. He was supposed to be on like a work trip or something. And she's like, and he looks to be super enamored with her, like to the point to where she's like, we're married, so why is he not like that with me? Like, what the fuck? And he's like into this third girl. And you got two mad bitches. It's over with for you. So a lot of crazy shit happens to these people. And then the ending is even crazier. I did not expect that. It's insane what trauma can do to a person. Let me just say. Next, we got That's Not My Name by Megan Lally. For those of you who know, you know this is my book. You know I love this book down. This was insane. I ate it up in a day. I cannot recommend it enough. This was her first book, and I was sad. I was like, if you're going to be writing like this, you got me locked in. I enjoyed her second book. She has a third book coming out. I have the e-arc for that. I will be reading that. I will be reading that soon. But That's Not My Name is so crazy. I cried. Actually, no, I didn't cry. Maybe I got teary-eyed. I don't remember. But other people cried, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I should have warned you. With this, we got two POVs. One of a girl who wakes up. She's like really beat up. She has no memory of anything, not even her name, where she's from. She gets found by the police. She's like off on the side of the road. They pick her up. They try to figure out who she is, what happened. And then a man comes and he's like, oh my God, you found my daughter. They're kind of like, do you have ID? Like, do you have any proof that this is your daughter? He's like, yeah, gives them everything. They're like, oh, all right. Okay, here you go. Have fun. So she's, you know, okay, this is my dad. So she goes home with her father. She's, you know, trying to reconnect collect memories and go to places, her favorite restaurants, all the things. And the other POV is a girl who's missing. Her boyfriend, it's more his POV, and he's trying to find her. This is in a whole other town, by the way. So, you know, he's trying to find her. The police kind of think it's him, and he's like, I've been with her for years. I've lived here my whole life. How are you gonna blame me? Like, this is insane. And he's trying to get them to listen. Me and that policeman that's in their town, we got fucking beef, let me tell you. I hate that man. I hated that man. I was like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Let me state. Anyways, I was just so upset, okay? And I really was like, I don't think he did it. I don't think he did anything to her. There's no way. And at the end, my heart broke. I can't just know that my heart broke, and other people's hearts broke because they read it too because of me. And I need more people to read it because of me. So read it and get your heart broken too. Thank you. Next, we got The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Buchanan. I read a Sarah Buchanan book, actually, an e-arc for The Locked Ward. It was alright. I wasn't mad at it. It was interesting, but I'm not here to talk about that one. I'm here to talk about this one. This one was really, really good. It was like Gone Girl vibes. Follows a woman who, she's gone through a divorce. Her ex-husband is with a woman who is very similar to her. She starts to really be kind of stalkerish in this moment. She's calling her, she's telling her information. He's very much like, don't listen to her, she's crazy. Like, she kind of has an off vibe. It was very eerie, very much like something happens. I'm just gonna leave that vague for what it is. Next and last but certainly not least, we got The Arrangement by Robin Harding. This one was messy. This one was real messy. Okay, so it follows this girl. She is a college student. She's, you know, struggling to pay rent. Her friends are about to kick her out. She starts to notice this classmate. She's like living this lavish lifestyle, and she's like, girl, what are you doing? Where do you work? Like, how can I get there? You know, are they hiring? Because it kind of happened out of nowhere that she started from like nothing, and all of a sudden she's like showing up in like fucking designer and shit. So she's like, hey, what are you doing? And so the girl is like, girl, let me put you on. She told her basically that she's an SB baby. She was like, let me put you on. All I do is meet up with these people for like lunch, dinner, and they pay for me. They buy me gifts. She showed her where she lives in this like penthouse almost, and they pay for her. She's like, no sugar needed? And she's like, none. Let me ease you in. So girl goes on to her first date with the man. He, you know, pays for her lunch. He starts to pay for things and take her out. She starts to her lines start to get really blurred. She starts to believe that he's falling in love with her, that he's gonna leave his family for her. It's like really falling for him. They were supposed to meet up somewhere, and she finds his dead body. We're all like, wait, how did we get here? It was messy, it was very icky, and that is not the arrangement that he signed up for. Those are some of my favorite thrillers that I think you should add to your 2026 TBR. Let me know if you do. Love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one.